And away we go into the game, and we watch our lanes come out. Are you leaning one way or the other, Lacoste? NIP or Team Spirit? Oh, so the way you're
Heavily
talking about the draft, you
favored.
don't like that void.
Yeah, heavily favored towards NIP. I think they have a lot of boxes checked. Might be a bit limited on the tower damage, but their team fight is, I'd say, much stronger, even though there is Faceless Void on the other side. And Milan will be playing that. Oh, PPD. Yeah. He will be playing Phoenix. So position 5 Phoenix, Milan on Shadow Demon. I guess they want to give Shadow Demon farm priority here so that he can buy Ether Lens, get faster to level 10, the cast range, and then you can save people from further away in the Chronosphere, inside the duel.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at Misha. Like, he's doing some sneaky things, putting Ring of Bassi in the backpack so that he does not reveal he's there. Pretty smart. It's about those little things, like you can't see on Tusk that there's Ring of Bassi around him.
Very clever.
I must be clever if I can notice it, right?
Yeah.
Give some credit to me, Gary.
Oh, you are very intelligent, Lacoste. It looks like the way these drafts have panned out, odds still favouring Team Spirit with their performance, 1.43 return, with NIP at 2.7. So it might be worth a bit of a
PPD,
punt.
he's dead. I believe he's dead.
Oh, he's stuck there. Fiery
One
Spirits.
more stroke. They're not gonna commit because they were afraid of the Monkey King. Even though if he gets the Jingu stacks, it really does not matter. Also, this ward behind tier 1 tower, it's often placed there. If you have mobile heroes who can kill the couriers, can they go on the Hawk? A lot of damage.
That tag team and the right clicks from Afterlife and Misha get them first blood on Dahak. Team Spirit spill first blood in that bot lane. 3 versus 2, sticking their tri lane around, dragging wave out. Misha going to also put pressure on PPD under this tower. Oh, it looks like the creep wave resets aggro back on to the wave coming in, but a great stroke of fate, and then the overwhelming odds. Man, that AoE damage is disgusting.
PPD should note there is ward behind tower. The way they drag the creep wave, they were not showing, so that means that there is a ward behind the tower. This also means that Faceless Void is soloing top for now.
Well,
he can't use the time walk to dodge those shadow poisons.
That is something he struggles against, and that damage over time. 6 stacks up.
6.
I mean, Milan might be able to kill him.
Milan might kill him. I think he's dead.
Time
One more.
Like...
He just save it. There's no point. Get the 10.
Oh! And there it
is.
Milan gets the kill over on the Void. And they are sticking their Troy lane down here. They're not mucking around, Team Spirit. Immersion's blocking out the pull camp. They've got Misha coming in to block the other pull camp, the large one. And PPD doesn't really have a great place to be right now.
Yeah, you got that monkey, but at what cost?
Well, Dyrachyo does take down the Observer Ward top with a nice little sentry placed. The Mushroom Couriers, yeah. Team Spirit with the 5 little mushrooms. Adorable little bastards, aren't they? And they've all got the same one. Now, that is some real Team Spirit by Team Spirit.
Is there a spirit, some kind of spirit courier? There is, like the green one.
The green one? What do you mean the green one? You mean like the ghost, the baby DP?
Think, yeah. I remember, I don't know, there's way too many couriers, but somehow I have this picture of like green ghost stuck in my head, or spirit.
Yeah, there's a baby Death Prophet for sure. It's just when you say the green one, there are like 100,000 couriers in the game.
That's the real question. Not how many heroes we have, but how many couriers we have.
Yeah, true. How many compendiums have we had? And Dyrachyo, 5-1. Centaur for Blizzy, 15-13. Centaur having a cracking time up top. But we haven't really looked into mid. Lina, 17-5. Kunkka looks like he's farming reasonably well there, closing in on his bottle.
Yeah. I see Blizzy queued up Ring of Tarask. You want to go for that item when you're contested in the lane, so you have a lot of regen. I think he should skip it right now and just go for full Vanguard. Well, Blizz is using a courier. Okay, sending it to Secret Shop. Smart move. Like, you don't need that Ring of Tarask. Even though it's one of the best items you can get when you are not playing against solo Faceless Void.
There is that Ring of Health coming. Man, this Void, level 3, forced to salve up. And bottom lane, Dahak 8-0 on the Monkey King, getting pressured yet again. Immersion with a shard, and now they've got the Inkswell up. A good boundless strike and a dodge from the Monkey King, but that tag team does way too much work. Team Spirit pummeling with this tri-lane down south. They're doing pretty well in that mid lane as well. So Void is basically the position 3 here. They're giving position 1 farm to Afterlife Legion Commander. Does this make you a little happier about the Void being picked? Or does this make you feel worse, Lacoste?
I believe it's even worse in this scenario. You are relying on your Faithless Void to land good Chronosphere. I mean, Void as a hero can recover. The thing about him is it's way too long of a cooldown, and the buybacks, Shadow Demon should be the one having a buyback at all time, especially in the mid game when the second Roche is about to spawn. Milan is going to plant some deep vision behind tier 1, tier 2 tower, and he can easily set up a gank on Ergon. Kunkka still level 5, Lina a bit more experienced than him at the moment. We see Immersion lurking around the mid.
There's the X mark. In onto Ergon. Light Strike Array connects on Kunkka, but the tag team now, Kunkka has to back away. Thinking about returning for a bit more damage. Lina with 3 stacks, 4 now of poison, but the Fairy Fire, the last hit, not connecting enough, finally! Finally Milan gets the kill. That Torrent very likely would have taken her down as well. A good rotation
Milan is all over the place. Level 4, 5 minutes in, stacked the jungle a little bit on the top lane. Now the Hawk moved to the top lane, which I think is a correct choice, and they put Blizzy on the bottom. Like, Blizzy cannot die. He has a stick, almost a full Vanguard, and he is giving that Ring of Terras that we talked about. Lina about to hit level 6. Milan standing on an Observer Ward.
Fresh Obs Ward there. Immersion and Ergon looking for the 6-minute rune. Tanner is there looking to refill as well, and he is level 6 with a Torrent. Connecting on Tusk. Maybe a bit of follow through as he thought about the X and the boat. Picks up the regen rune. All being spotted out by these Dar Observer Wards, of course. And you can see even PPD coming in. We're very used to these 4-minute rune fights, but even 6 minutes in, the double support rotation into mid.
Both supports wanted to secure the rune, and now they're rotating to the top lane. The Hawk still needs to recover 17 CS against 25 on Faceless Void. Blizzy full Vanguard on him. 6 minutes in, might get a courier kill, but someone has sick micro skills, just right clicks to the side and dodges the gank.
Mushroom micro.
This summer.
This summer, your mushroom goes on a path that nobody else has. Dar Observer Ward sees everything top. That means the Void can play forward, but also Misha with Immersion. Looking to try and swing back into action. PPD. Sentry denied. Go on. Try click the Observer Ward then. Go on. Dahak started off. Okay. 3 heroes come and kill the Obs Ward, making sure that doesn't get denied. As the money is always worth it. PPD very aggressively moving forward here, trying to contest the pull. Might have put himself in danger though. Milan and Dahak both pretty far away.
Centaur is level 6. Now they can start playing aggressively on the top lane. It's good for defensive purposes and offensive. Like, they should definitely try to use it and get the most out of it.
Good pressure onto the Void. Half HP. Still trying to crack level 6. As Afterlife tipping Blizzy. Looks like stomped. A bit of damage from Double Edge. But nothing much after. As mid lane, Tanner wants that bottom rune. Good rotation from Immersion secures the illusion for the Lina top. And a pull through as Misha connects his wave with the large camp. Looks like it will remove a ton of CS there from the Monkey King. Also giving Misha an opportunity to get some farm himself. It seems real scrappy the way that these supports are all rotating to defend their cause. But we've got ourselves in a laning setup now that I think both teams are kind of comfortable with. Afterlife getting some farm, Blizzy looking pretty good until his courier sniped out. Milan's getting a bit of experience mid because Kunkka farming the stacks that were built up for him. It just feels like NIP are missing a trick with this Monkey King though. He's not able to have a laning stage.
It's the only hero that's not getting farm. We've seen like OG, the way they play if Monkey King is shut down, they just rotate him and make him like your position 3/4 who moves around the map and gets the gank going. He is still saving 2 points. Now put 1 extra point in the Boundless.
Oh, good X-Mark. Even better Chrono. X-Mark into boat will still connect. And Tana looking for that torrent. Moves forward. Duraccio gets back through the trees. But that Sunray dive forward. Time walk on cooldown. And Dahak had the Boundless Strike to hold him in place for just long enough. NIP, they execute. And it's still scrappy. Still a little bit messy.
First Chronosphere used. Defensive purposes, you still die. Not really worth it. I mean, they got Centaur to use the ulti for the chase, but he's ready to use it.
Oh, Tana,
Another
X-Mark.
good X-Mark.
Drag back immersion. Here is baiting out on the outpost, but I don't believe they'll get the kill. Also worth pointing out there, you know, it used to be pretty old school. Oh, hello, PPD. Oh, goodbye, PPD. Obliterated by the Laguna Blade. Tana still sticking around top lane as the bounty runes spawn. I should get both up top as Blizzy snipes one out down south. But yeah, worth pointing out, you know, I still see a lot of Kunkkas going for X-Mark into Torrent, but if you X-Boat, it is pretty much guaranteed that it'll drag them back into the boat, and then you've got Torrent to follow up afterwards. And that there is, you know, prime example of why you do that. Chrono comes out, there's a time walk, but it doesn't matter. He still gets dragged back into the boat.
Nice observation skills, Gary. But can you pull it off in a real time?
It's automatic.
Under the pressure.
You just got to wait, like, you know, 1 sec, you know, X mark. You go 1 Mississippi, you put the boat, and they get dragged back in and they get stunned. Easy peasy.
This is how I taught my friend to play Kunkka, like a long time ago. He told me, how do you know when to use the X mark? I'm just like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It's that easy.
Misha. Not having it so easy though. Sunray down and burnt to a crisp. Does turn around, try and get a bit of damage onto Tanner, but he will get popped by the poison of Milan, who purges up Duraccio. Snowball saved to buy a bit of time, has 10 stick charges up his sleeve on the Void, but a great boat in from Tanner, catching out the tusk, but they stampede forward. They want the bigger target. X-Mark onto Void, trapped inside the shards, and dragged back into his own death as NIP are hunting for more. Monkey King's getting involved, and Immersion. A punch up will delay the inevitable. Tanner still able to get Dahak up on the board, and NIP coming out of the woodwork there. 5 heroes strong in the dire jungle, and now transferring this momentum into an objective.
Legion Commander on the bottom took the tier 1 tower, so at least it's something. But NIP, they're still sticking around the mid lane. They have Zone Tool with Wukong's command. If Team Spirit decides to defend this tower.
Tanner with an armlet is really tanky as well. I think Afterlife was considering going for the duel, but no mana really here on the Lina, so there was no follow through. But they defend their tier 1. NIP stopped for now.
Tusk got level 6 with the Tome. I would prefer to give Tome the Grimstroke, since you have this combo with the duel and Laguna Blade, and you don't get that much out from Tusk when he hits level 6. Yes, Mulder's Punch is great in the mid game, but not at 10-minute mark.
Ooh, Invis Blizzy middle. They would love it if this was a Lina or something, but Afterlife, Legion Commander, I guess top of the net worth on the Dire team, still going to have the boat connecting onto 2. Snowball does save him up, and now Blizzy's the one isolated, out on his lonesome, chronoed up, and Lina with the damage from outside, but this boat, the Coco's rum. Blizzy's drunk as hell, he doesn't feel a thing. That is what we call power, as Dahak turns to swing in onto the Legion Commander with Wukong's commander, and down you go. Afterlife slain, and a tier 1 tower to be claimed by Tanner. Puts NIP in a great spot. I cannot believe that Centaur survived, you know?
He's so tanky. Cloak, full Vanguard, doesn't have a neutral item yet, and they got the tower once again. Chronosphere used. One of the reasons why I did not like it. So what do you do with the Faceless Void for another 2 minutes? You just keep farming. You don't bring anything to a team fight.
You go hit some creeps.
Man, Milan is so farmed. Full Aetherlands, 13 minutes in on Shadow Demon.
Hot damn. Well, one way to break your opponent's momentum, smoke up and look for a pick-off. Eul Scepter Lina can definitely help you with that. As Monkey King leaps from the canopy down to the low ground. Ergon still smoked up here. Ice Shards will scout out the Monkey. That Snowball punch is good, but Ergon doesn't want to doesn't want to get involved, doesn't want to contest, and they've X-marked up the Legion. And there it is, X-mark, 1 Mississippi, boat connects. Super simple. Blizzy's there to stomp him up, and Legion Commander's about to drop. NIP, 5 heroes again, all converging onto one location, one target, one time. PPD has whipped his boys into shape.
On the bottom lane, Faceless Void is getting some farm, but it's too much pressure from NIP. They already took the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, and the top, of course, so the whole jungle is opened up for them. Scan, Radiant, connects.
And you were talking about cooldowns. Boat's up in 40. They've got Supernova that just came off cooldown. Stampede is ready. Centaur TP back, and X-Mark will drag him into the fight again. Wukong's command in 15 seconds with Diffusal Blade, honestly not that far away, only about 1,000 gold or so for the Monkey King. Oh, Tanner scouting with Torrent. He's got the X. Doesn't have both.
Is all over the place.
Yeah, just dragging this Tusk back in. A good snowball will delay his death as the dive on forward. Tanner still wants to continue under the tier 2. With the help of Blizzy, they'll take Immersion down. 9-3 now. And a 3k lead as Afterlife is going in behind enemy lines. Subterfuge. Grabbing bounty runes.
Okay, so you picked this. I've seen Grimstrokes not getting Soulbind early on. I'm fine with that when you don't have any single target abilities, but if you have like Legion Commander and Lina, you definitely want to skill that.
That is odd to me.
It's not necessarily about winning the second duel, it's about disabling the target.
Yeah, I mean, that just double Laguna Blade surely should be enough. Like, what did he take? The second point in Stroke of Fate, or did he take the Phantom's Embrace? Like, what was the point he took instead of Soul
Stroke
Blade?
of Fate?
Yeah, that's weird to me. Let's hope he grabs it up at level 7.
And the Hawk getting closer to his Diffusal Blade, so that's going to be a lot of extra damage. Faceless Void does not love to play into that. Also, Clumsy Net, very good against Faceless Void, very good against Tusk. Can't use the Snowball if ensnared, same goes for the Time Walk. And he should get a BKB straight after. Like, he can go back to Echo Saber, but definitely needs an item to take care of himself. Wait, what is Afterlife doing?
Afterlife was cutting waves. Tanner's just come down here and secured a kill on the Legion Commander. It's bought a lot of space for the Void and the Lina, I guess.
More like cutting the veins, because that was suicidal.
Tragic stuff for Legion. Still trying to get into that pipe. NIP, first 10 kills go their way. There you go, gambling addicts. Milan and PPD up on the high ground. Vambrace. Milan, pick it up. Or Kunkka.
You know what I'm gonna say about Vambrace? Has to be one of the best tier 2 items you can get. I mean, it's very versatile. You can still keep it, it's sometimes even better than some of the tier 3 items, depending on the heroes that you get.
It does feel very strong. I mean, Kunkka with Coco's Rum and Vambrace. Magic resistance, having this extra stats. 2600 HP when he's got that armlet toggled on. Monkey King Diffusal, all the pieces slotting into place now for NIP. Immersion. I'm looking at Ergon Lina and thinking, yes, you've got 8,000 net worth. Yes, you've had a decent game so far. 1-1-0 is not amazing. You've not got involved in too many kills. You are powerful, but how does she actually get out on the map and play? If she gets jumped by any NIP hero.
It's like I don't have the answer, because I don't. I'm trying to stay positive. This Centaur is just unkillable. He also has Essence Ring, so that's some extra HP on him. And he locked Hood of Defiance, so he can pop the hood, unlock it, then have a pipe for the next fight.
Very clever.
Just in the same fight.
So if he gets soulbound up, that Laguna Blade, he's going to be able to help himself and his teammates. Immersion. Duraccio still sticking around bottom. As Ergon's BKB is on its way. But NIP in such a good position now. Tier 2 middle lane. It's all being pinged out. Tanner diving in. Looking to try and scout with a torrent. Won't be able to connect on anyone just yet. And it's a freebie for NIP. Back up towards top they go. They can clear that out. They've got really good deep vision here, as PPD has set themselves up for a Roshan take, it looks like. And Team Spirit, all they can do is stick around bottom lane and shove that wave out, maybe get a tier 2. But right now, it's got to be drastic smoke time, honestly. 2 being held by Misha. Contest Roshan, maybe, Lacoste?
I don't think they're going to go for Roche yet. They're very limited on the Roche damage. They have no life steal. So they just want to put the pressure on the bottom lane. There's still tier 1 towers standing. Control the map, get the BKBs going. Kunkka just finished off his. Monkey King building 1 as expected. Like, he does not need to get... I mean, if he gets Aegis, then he can swap back to something like an Echo Saber, but it would still be much better if he just gets magic immunity for himself.
Well, the silence onto Tanner stops the X-Torrent combo, but it's a very simple pick-off onto Misha. The pings are coming out now. Dahak is up at the top outpost. Old Afterlife is coming in to try and grab it up. But look at Blizzy. Centaur TPing in with Wukong's command, the stun catching Afterlife. Blizzy wants the stomp after Stampede. The press of the attack takes off the net. But they've still got 3 heroes around, and that Demonic Purge, it will annihilate Afterlife, and that's so beautifully set up. Yes, there's a bit of a go bottom lane, but it looks like PPD's fine. You don't chrono. Oh, he lifted his arms. He lifted his arms, Lacoste. But that setup was so good from NIP, right?
Yeah, it was. Like, Faceless Blade is 0-3-0. He was thinking about, oh, let me get a kill, and they have a vision of him. PPD knows where he's farming at the moment.
And Dahak just pinging out that top outpost saying, hey, I'm going to sit on the trees. I know someone's going to come here. The vision sees Afterlife coming in, and they just TP up there.
We've seen this before. Phoenix gets the second tome for himself, and he straight builds into Aghanim Scepter. So you have a hero that you did not give farm priority to, but still has a lot of team fighting potential once he gets that Aghanim especially.
Ergon BKB working on a Daedalus now, going into right click to try and dump more damage into those Chronos. And now Team Spirit Smoke moving out across the map, even pinging out Roshan. I wonder if they think they can steal it, or if they actually want to go and contest this. They want to try and steal it? Well, this is sneaky. Ergon does a good amount of damage here with Tag Team and the Fiery Soul. They've got right clicks for days. Does NIP know about this? They've got no idea.
So you give this Aegis to Ergon. At least it's something, I would say. In terms of
look at
network,
Misha.
6K
Misha's just walking into them.
Scouting for any kind of info.
Yeah. I mean, Misha knows they're all down there. He literally just walks into the middle of, okay, 5 of them, cool. No one's contesting Roshan. That's ours then.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Tier 2 for NIP. Nothing to stop them, though. Where's that Void? Where's the Chrono Man? 1,000 gold saved up towards his BKB after Manta style. Manta BKB? It's reminiscent of Medusa Manta Lincoln's build.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Having the same feeling. Most useless build. Wait, who was building it? Someone from Southeast Asia. Mushi build.
Yeah.
Old, yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I wonder if he'll change his mind. Smoke up again from Spirit. So they've taken down Roshan with 1 smoke. They are looking for these momentum swings little by little. As Afterlife out on the map, exposed, but looking for targets and scouting for information. Tier 1 top is likely all they'll get. They're not even swinging in for the mid one. NIP very well poised here in their own jungle with, again, tons of vision from PPD, seeing everything coming. He was holding out on top of the ramps, making sure that there is no aggression from Spirit as they show top lane tier 1.
All tier 1, tier 2 towers gone for Team Spirit, so they can't rotate unless you TP to tier 3 towers, which is not that efficient.
Kunkka's buying Axe. I thought he had Radiance queued up, and I was thinking, Radiance, that's kind of boring. But Aghanim Receptor Kunkka is so exciting. Torrent Storm, let's go. He's only 700 gold away from it as well. Oh, that's so good against all of these heroes. Like, okay, you're gonna snowball save, you're gonna chrono. I've got Torrent Storm that's gonna randomly catch you as you try and escape.
He went for torrent damage talent, and once you get to level 20, like you get torrent AoE. It's so hard to fight into if you don't have BKB.
It's huge. And now double BKBs for NIP, right? Monkey and Kunkka, both picking them up. Centaur has still got that hood locked, you know. He's not needed to pipe it up just yet, and of course a full Crimson Guard as he removes out the vision of Team Spirit, who have nothing really apart from the lanes that they're in, creep waves, and where their heroes are standing. Oh, there's one dire ward there watching PPD around that bottom rune area.
This is the only issue I had with NIP's lineup, is you can, and you have a better team fight, but what if enemy just dodges you? You can't slowly siege tier 3 towers. These heroes are extremely bad at it. Kunkka, Monkey King, you do not want to get caught. LSA from Fog, and you just might be dead. Lina dishes out a lot of damage at the moment. Crystallis plus Imp Claw, and that attack speed. Like, I want to see the crit right now.
Yeah,
Here's the one from Imp Claw. Should be around 400.
Going for that right-click build. And there's also something worth keeping in mind here. We've not seen any duels. No dual wins. We've not seen any soul binds or combos with the Laguna Blade. So I wonder if NIP are thinking, this has been very easy so far, but we've got to remember that the combo from Team Spirit hasn't been used yet. We have to be very careful if we're going to be aggressive.
Maybe that's the plan. Don't use it. Don't show how strong it is, and they're not going to know about it.
False sense of security, and they're doing a good job pushing out top and mid. Catching Blizzy. Centaur disrupted Sunray as the Void TPs, looking for a chrono, but the blink out from Blizzy, well done. And NIP reset. There's a double damage rune spawned up top. Tier 1 got sniped out, and top lane is pushing Tier 3. But NIP in a much better position here. They're able to double push bot and middle off of this high ground plateau that they can hold. And Team Spirit are the ones back in their base.
Why this game is not, like, ended yet. Team Spirit took the Roche from them, so they're respecting this Aegis, which is going to be gone in 20 seconds. Like, this is the one way to siege. You have Aegis carrier, you hit the tier 3 towers, you provoke any kind of rotation from Team Spirit. So this delayed NIP's plans. Chrono is ready, let's see.
Okay, you've stunned up Blizzy over and over again, and you've taken about 20% of his HP. They just disrupt and blink back. And again, NIP holding the high ground. If you want to fight them, you've got to come up ramp, or you've got to take down Blizzy with 3,000 health.
Centaur just bought infused raindrops and delivered that to him.
Yeah, good luck killing him, honestly. Actual good luck. Double damage rune is still up at top. That could be big. If Doraccio is going to get himself out of base and get that double damage rune, still holding chrono, remember. Team Spirit could have a foot in the door, and he's going to find it. This is potentially game swinging. 6k lead. It's being held now by NIP. The smoke straight off the bat. Team Spirit, they want to wrap around behind NIP. That one ward they had has just expired, so the vision is lacking. Radiant, one observer ward on the high ground. It's a 30-second timer on it, and the rest of them are coming in. There's lots of pings. Dire vision refreshed. PPD getting spotted out. Monkey King up on the tree. Milan nearby with Urgon coming in. But the balance strike started off on the Lina, and she's obliterated. Urgon is annihilated. They press the attack and the All Scepter up, but it's still going to be a catch onto Lina. No way out of that one. As an X mark comes through onto Void. He's still got that chrono. The bubble is ready, but a duel coming onto two heroes, one disrupted and one BKB. The Kunkka's tanky, and the chrono onto both of them is good, but the damage is lacking. Urgon will finally come back in and catch a couple with the Light Strike Array, and it finally looks good for Team Spirit. 3 in a row, as they are forced to buy back and use everything they've got. NIP losing a couple, and Monkey King, he's got to find a way out of this. Primal Spring, leap over the trees, jump down into the river and onto the low ground. It looks like he's all right.
So they use the buyback on Urgon to win this fight. Faceless Void was saving that Chronosphere. We see how strong their team fight is. With Soulbind and Duel, you don't have to win the duels. It's just locking them down, so Faceless Void and Lina can deal the damage. Problem was Phoenix got caught because it was a nice rotation from Team Spirit, going from the back and finding Phoenix before he could get any spells off.
But then we start to consider what you've been saying, right? Void, 100 seconds on that chrono. They will have Soulbind Laguna Blade back up with Duel for Team Spirit, so they do have a couple of abilities to fight with. But NIP, as soon as Kunkka's alive, they are absolutely ready to go and push high ground if they want to. They've got waves going out their way. The one sad thing for NIP is probably that Roshan is not alive right now, but 20 seconds until fast spawn could be good for them.
They should leave the courier inside the pit, full Deso on Monkey King. Just leave the courier inside the pit or someone scout it out. And that would be a freebie for them. Faceless Void does not have a Chronosphere for another minute.
Oh, 3 minute max spawn on Roshan, by the way. 10 seconds off of max spawn. PPD's in there like, guys, fast spawn is now. It's not fast spawn, Peter. It is years away. Gone full Daedalus. Lina with 15,000 net worth. Void going into Aghanim Scepter, so that AoE bash off the Time Walk.
I want to see some Heaven Halberds picked up on NIP, either Kunkka or Centaur. I see Blade Mail, I don't think that's gonna do much.
Kunkka
By
has
having Heaven Halberd, you cripple all 3 cores with it. And even Lina like relies on dealing heavy physical damage with this build.
Yeah, she has gone that right-click build. Fiery Soul at level 20. The damage and the HP instead of the cast range and LSA damage as well. Legion Commander with Pipe Vlad's. Blink Dagger is 100 gold off, and they have another smoke here on Misha. Mech up, Spirit Vessel Blink on Tusk. Mech up, sorry, on the Grimstroke. So they've got Blink Snowball saves, they've got Mech. Blink Duel into that double Soulbind Laguna Blade combo. And I guess that's what you're afraid of here is NIP. That last fight, it was pretty damn close, but it didn't go your way. And now you're staring down the barrel of Faceless Void, who has Chronosphere back up, and you've not found any real leeway. Roshan, 1 minute 20 seconds until he spawns up. And Team Spirit back into a fighting position. Ops Ward, Sentry down, Blizzy. Oh, the race to kill the wards. A new one gets placed up on the high ground now as Duraccio in onto Tana, forces his BKB, the Blink Stomp, catches 2, and the Boundless Strike is beautiful. The Snowball pickup. Save the supports for now, and Snowball back in with a Soulbind there. Void will try and run away, but they've already lost Misha. Grimstroke buys back straight away as Duraccio, he's looking for a chrono. Monkey BKBs and looks to turn and fight. The Void, he's in trouble. Tana being destroyed with a crit. He couldn't armor toggle through that one, and the tag team onto Monkey King clears up Dahak with a duel onto PPD. There's no Supernova and no save. Team Spirit forcing double core buybacks out of NIP. And now around Roshan, who is 30 seconds away from respawning. Important timing here from Team Spirit. Jump forward with the time dilation not connecting. Milan has already blinked out, but a snowball onto the buyback of Tana. BKB's here with Armlet as well. The jump in from Monkey King. Oh, that's great. A pick off on Void from Blizzy, and Dahak is beautiful. And Emergent is going to find a way out of this one as the buybacks flow through. I don't know where to look. The blinking swell. Old Afterlife is in. Dahak half HP. But where's the Lina? Where's the damage? You need right clicks, and Ogon is trapped over to the right-hand side. Held in place by Tana with a good X mark into the Torrent Storm. And Blizzy, he's ready. Stomp down. Lina caught up and ripped limb from limb. Ergon, light strike away, gets her out of danger. And Duraccio, he's back in with the bashes. In comes PPD with Supernova still at the ready, but he's sunraying down, healing up the rest of his squad. As Dahak has another BKB. Of course he does. Duraccio, he's going to deal with the Supernova now, but Old Afterlife right-clicking it down. The egg is going to fall. And that was Dahak inside. Team Spirit, multiple team wipes across the board. So many buybacks, and Tana, he is afraid. I mean, he's dead.
NIP, what are you doing? Another buyback.
The chain feed from NIP, the diebacks come out, and Team Spirit secure a massive victory. 17-14, the swings are monumental. Roshan now open for them, but it looks like they might be thinking about going high ground, you know? 90 seconds no Kunkka, 70 without Monkey. We are 5 alive and we are ready to strike. Get up on tier 3s, jump in if you want to, Emergent. Inks, well, hell yeah.
PPD needs to get the Supernova off. They need to play around it. And those buybacks expended, they did not get anything out of this. But the Team Spirit, man, this is going to be a free set of Raxes for them. And they still have time to go into Roche Pit.
60 seconds
Oh man,
with no
I wish they
Kunkka.
had Heaven's Halberd on Kunkka or on Centaur.
Is under attack.
Well, Kunkka, that Torrent Storm, it looks pretty.
It is fun.
It didn't seem to win them the team fight though, unfortunately.
Barracks are under attack.
As Blizzy clears out mid-wave, but that's a second lane of barracks now. Team Spirit, 10k in the lead.
They
Goodness
still have time to
gracious
go
me.
into Roche Pit. There is a ton of damage. Lina level 24. They have Vlad's aura for sustain. They have attack speed from press the attack. I mean, and they can see the timer. They know that there's not gonna be Kunkka here. Then they're pinging it out, but Roche goes down way too quick. Supernova ready, scan connects, but it's way too late.
3,000 HP on Roche, 2,000, 1,000. Monkey King looking to jump in, but Duraccio has already grabbed it up. Aegis in his hands, and now they find the snipe, the duel, the pick off onto PPD, the poor Phoenix. Annihilated by Team Spirit. Milan's going to get tag teamed up and destroyed by that stroke of fate while inside the Roshan pit. Dahak, he's been caught up in the chrono, held in place, and the purple boy, the hero you love to hate, he is annihilating an IP right now.
Blizzy wants to cut the creep wave, but there is a wave in the mid lane. They can just go in and end the game. No buybacks.
Double.
Only one hero has buyback, and that's Commander. Someone
Double
buy
catapult.
that, so
Do they
they
need it?
might not even need it.
They
Yeah.
are shredding through these objectives. Tier 4s are crumbling. Blizzy with a 3-man stomp. Torrent Storm boat. It is good. In on top of Team Spirit here with a bit of damage from the Kunkka. But they've got the Soul Bind Laguna Blade to turn it back around as Team Spirit. They are shredding through the remaining HP of Tanner. Bashed up and crit down with a final Supernova. Nah, PPD, nah. Nah. Your throne is about to fall. And game 1 going to Team Spirit as NIP with such a great early laning stage into mid-game lead. And then throwing it all away in a couple of very well executed team fights from Team Spirit. The Roshan takes and the push up to end the game. 36 minutes.